God says, this message is for you, and if you think this is just another set of words on a screen, then you have not yet understood the weight of heaven's urgency. I am calling you by name in a way the world cannot hear but your soul will recognize instantly. You are standing in a moment that will never repeat, a point in time carved into eternity's memory. Today is August 11th, and before the sun rises again, something will move inside your house that has been written about in the sealed scrolls. This is not coincidence. Archangel Michael himself is bending down from the throne's light to beg you for 45 seconds of pure attention, because if you miss this, the thread of events I am aligning for you will unravel in ways you cannot imagine. My child, for months heaven has watched you sit in silence at times when your spirit was screaming for rescue. We have seen the nights when you felt the walls closing in, when you whispered prayers you thought went unanswered. We heard them. We recorded them. We held them. And tonight, those prayers begin to take form, not in the slow unfolding of years, but in a sudden shift that will take place within your very home. There will be a sound, a sign, something seemingly small, but it will be the key to what comes next. You will either recognize it and step forward, or you will let it pass and wonder forever why nothing changed. That is why Michael is begging, because the window is thin, the time is short, and heaven's plan will not wait for hesitation. There are forces that have been circling your space, both seen and unseen. Some came disguised as friends, some as opportunities, some as harmless distractions. But there has also been a shadow that wanted to turn your home into a place of confusion, to make it feel heavy and hopeless. You know exactly what I'm speaking of. That shadow has been whispering through delays, through misunderstandings, through the subtle pulling apart of peace in your rooms. But tonight, August 11th, the shadow's grip will be broken in a way that will shock even you. The breaking will happen quietly, yet its effects will roar in the spiritual realm. The Archangel's alert is not just about the danger leaving, it is about what will arrive when the danger is gone. Something will cross your threshold tonight, and it is not a person in flesh but a movement of divine provision. I have stored up blessings that were blocked before because the spiritual air in your space was polluted by resistance. The moment the resistance is lifted, those blessings will come in like an unshakable wind. You will feel lighter, almost as if something invisible just walked out the door. That will be your confirmation. Do not tell anyone about this in casual conversation. There are some who, if they knew what was coming to you, would speak against it without realizing their words are weapons. Silence is your shield for the next 24 hours. Do not argue. Do not explain. Just prepare your spirit. I want you to walk through your rooms tonight before you sleep and speak blessing into the air. Yes, speak it out loud. Call forth peace, call forth clarity, call forth restoration. Every word you speak will be backed by the power I am sending with Michael tonight. Understand this, I am not warning you out of fear. I am alerting you because of the magnitude of the opportunity. When heaven moves in your house tonight, the next 7 weeks of your life will not look like the last 7 months. A chain will be broken. A door will open. And the delay you have endured will be replaced with sudden acceleration. Someone you have been waiting to hear from will reach out unexpectedly. Something you thought was lost will be found. A path you believed was closed will reveal itself as open and waiting. You will think back to this day, August 11th, and realize it was the turning point, when you chose to believe the voice calling you instead of the noise around you. But for this to happen, you must not dismiss this as just another message. This is the answer to prayers you prayed when you thought no one was listening. This is the intervention that your angel has been wrestling for on your behalf. And that is why he is begging for just 45 seconds, because it only takes a moment for you to either align with heaven's movement or miss it entirely. I know you feel the pull in your spirit right now. That tightening in your chest, that rush in your thoughts, it's not anxiety, it's recognition. Your soul knows this is truth. You have been prepared for this night without even realizing it. Every delay, every frustration, every strange coincidence in the past week has been leading to this. And now, it is here. So, my beloved, when night falls tonight, be watchful. The movement may come in the form of a sound, a sudden peace, an inner prompting, or even an unexpected phone call. Whatever form it takes, recognize it. Act on it. Bless it. And remember that I have already gone ahead of you to prepare the way. You are not waiting for a miracle, you are stepping into the middle of one. If you want, I can now continue this into the full flow in the same urgent divine tone so it reads like a continuous download from God without any break. That will make it much more powerful. God says, "Beloved, listen and do not wander away in thought, because what I am speaking now is not for the crowd, not for those who pass by with idle curiosity, it is only for you. You have been marked, not with the kind of mark the world gives, but with the seal of my intention. There is something about your life that has caused heaven to take special note, and you must understand, not everyone gets this level of pursuit. Michael is not dispatched lightly. His presence in this message means the situation has reached the critical hour. In the realm you cannot see, the discussion about your future has been fierce. The enemy thought that by exhausting you, by delaying your joy, by tangling you in unnecessary battles, he could cause you to surrender before you ever reached this day. There have been times when you felt the pull to simply give up, to say, maybe it's just not meant for me. But each time, a small spark kept you moving. That spark was me. And now the moment has come where the fight shifts in your favor, but only if you recognize the sign tonight. Michael is not only coming with alert, he is coming with alignment. You have been slightly off course in some areas, not out of rebellion, but because the atmosphere around you made clarity difficult. When the movement happens in your house tonight, it will be like fog lifting. Suddenly you will see exactly what step to take next, exactly who to trust, and exactly where to focus your strength. You will no longer waste energy on doors I never told you to open, nor will you sit paralyzed before doors I already unlocked for you. And hear me on this. There is something you own right now that you have considered insignificant, something in your possession that you have overlooked. Tonight, light will fall on it, and you will see its true value. It might be a relationship, an opportunity, a piece of knowledge, or even an idea that came to you long ago. When this happens, do not dismiss it as random. That small thing is the seed of a major change. There is also a reason I am telling you to guard your words. The enemy knows he cannot stop what is about to be released into your life unless he can get you to speak against it yourself. That's why in the past week, you may have noticed unusual tension in conversations, a push to complain, to argue, to declare discouragement. This was not by accident, it was an attempt to make your own tongue cancel what I have been preparing. Tonight, when the shift happens, speak blessing immediately. Your words will either anchor this miracle into place or weaken it. Choose wisely. You will feel a presence in your home tonight. Some may think of such things as imagination, but you will know this is different. It will not be a heaviness, it will be a warmth, a stillness, a feeling as if the air itself is aware of you. That will be Michael's confirmation that heaven's movement has begun. I want you, in that moment, to say aloud, I receive it. Those 3 words will be like opening the door fully to what I am sending. Understand, my child, this is not just about one blessing. This is a reordering of your atmosphere. When the atmosphere changes, things that once struggled to grow will suddenly flourish. People who avoided you before will be drawn to you. Ideas will start flowing again. Your energy will return. Even your sleep will feel different. You will wake up tomorrow with a strange awareness that something is not the same, and you will be right. For too long, your house has been a battlefield in the unseen. Tonight, it becomes a sanctuary. This will be the beginning of a season where you will feel safer, clearer, and more rooted in who you are. And as your environment changes, the things you've been praying for will begin arriving, not in chaos, but in order. One after the other. I know you may be wondering, why me? Why now? It is because the clock of heaven has struck this moment. Delays were not denials, they were alignments. If I had given you what you asked for before, it would have been too early, and it might have been stolen. But now, the ground is ready, your spirit is ready, and the blessing is ready. Tonight is your pivot. Do not sleep through it. Stay alert, stay expectant, and remember, Michael is not just delivering a message, he is enforcing a decree. Once it is done, nothing and no one will be able to reverse it. I can continue with the next deep, urgent part of this flow if you want me to keep going right now so it builds the full unfolding. It will get even more intense. God says, I am still speaking, and I will not stop until this truth is carved into your spirit so deeply that no voice, no doubt, and no delay can take it from you. Tonight, August 11th, your home will be visited by what the human mind calls coincidence, but what heaven calls appointment. You will not have to force it. You will not have to chase it. It will arrive without warning, like the wind moving through an open window. But here is what you must understand: if you treat it casually, it will slip past you unnoticed, and that is why Michael is standing here, practically trembling, begging you to take this seriously. You have been in a waiting room far too long, beloved. It was not just waiting for opportunities, but waiting for clarity, for relief, for an answer to the silent why that has been lodged in your heart. I have allowed you to feel the weight of that question, not because I ignored you, but because I wanted you to be ready to receive the fullness of the answer. And tonight, the answer begins to arrive. But it will not come wrapped in the way you expect. It will come as a small moment, a whisper, a knock, a sensation, a sign. Those who are blind to the Spirit will overlook it. But you will not. In the unseen realm, a document has been signed concerning you. It is a release order, release from battles that have no purpose, release from relationships that drained you, release from fears that have kept you frozen. That document was held back until this night because the resistance against you was fierce. Michael has fought to deliver it, and tonight, it will cross into your space. When it does, everything bound to it will begin to manifest over the coming days and weeks. The enemy will notice the shift immediately. Do not be surprised if in the next 48 hours, a familiar problem tries to reappear or an old distraction resurfaces. This is not a sign that nothing has changed, it is a sign that the change has begun, and darkness is panicking. Stand firm. Smile if you must. You will not lose this breakthrough. I am instructing you to take one simple action after the shift tonight. Light a single candle or turn on a single light in your home and speak aloud, "This house belongs to the Lord. No shadow may stay." That small act will be a signal in the spirit realm that the eviction has been carried out and that nothing unclean has permission to return. And I tell you something else, someone connected to you has been in their own storm, but they have been too proud or too ashamed to ask for help. Tonight's shift in your atmosphere will send ripples into theirs. You may receive a message from them in the next 3 to 5 days, or you may dream of them before they reach out. When this happens, you will know, the blessing is not just for you, it is moving through you. This night is more than a date on a calendar. It is a seal on a promise. Every tear you have shed behind closed doors has been counted, and now the jar is tipping. Expect blessings to start arriving in ways you didn't plan, unexpected financial provision, reconciliations, even sudden creative ideas that open doors you thought were locked forever. I have heard the secret thought you have had lately, maybe I was wrong. Maybe nothing is coming. That thought was planted by the enemy to make you abandon your position. But I tell you now, you were not wrong. You were early. And early can feel like wrong when you are tired of waiting. But now the time is here. The angels have already entered your space. Some of you will feel it as a sudden warmth, others as a stillness, and some may even hear an unexplainable sound. Do not dismiss it. That is your confirmation that heaven has arrived in your home. When you sense it, stop whatever you are doing for a moment and acknowledge it. Even a whisper of, "I welcome you," will be enough to solidify this moment in the records of eternity. And from this night forward, your home will not feel the same. Even in times of pressure, you will sense an undercurrent of peace you cannot explain. This is because I am not just visiting, I am inhabiting. The blessing will not be a guest, it will become part of your dwelling. My child, the of this message will go even deeper, because I will reveal the exact chain of events that will unfold after tonight's shift so you can recognize them when they happen. Do you want me to go straight into that part next? It's where the urgency becomes absolute. God says, hear me now, because what I am about to reveal will make you understand why tonight could not be postponed for even one more day. The chain of events I have set in motion will begin quietly but will grow in speed and magnitude, like a wave gathering strength before it reaches the shore. You must know these signs so that when they happen, you will not doubt, you will not hesitate, and you will not give credit to chance for what I have ordained. The first sign will come within hours of the shift tonight. It may be small, perhaps an unexpected message, a sudden thought, or a feeling that something heavy has lifted. You might notice a calm in the air, a clarity in your mind, or even a physical sensation as if the very atmosphere in your home has changed. This is not imagination, this is the moment the resistance breaks. Pay attention. This is your first confirmation that Michael's mission has succeeded. The second sign will follow within 72 hours. Something that has been stuck in your life will suddenly move forward without you pushing for it. An answer will come, an approval will be granted, a door will open, something you have been circling around for months will finally yield. When this happens, I want you to whisper, this is because the atmosphere shifted. That acknowledgement will act as a lock, securing the blessing against spiritual interference. The third sign will come in the form of a person. They may reach out unexpectedly, or you may cross paths with them without planning it. This person will hold a piece of the puzzle for your next step. They will carry information, opportunity, or encouragement that you need. Do not dismiss their presence as casual. And be discerning, this will not be just anyone who is nice to you, it will be someone whose arrival feels strangely timely, almost too perfect to be explained by coincidence. The fourth sign will involve release. Something you have been holding on to, out of habit, fear, or uncertainty, will be taken from your hands, but in a way that brings relief rather than pain. This may be a commitment, a possession, or even a relationship. You will realize, as it leaves, that it was never meant to remain, and its departure will make room for something far better. The fifth sign will come as provision. It may be money, resources, or an opportunity that directly meets a need you have right now. And it will not come in a way that makes sense to your natural mind, it will seem as if it came from nowhere. This will be my way of showing you that I am the source, and that when I decide to bless, no earthly channel can block it. And then there will be the sixth sign, which will seal this entire movement. You will have a moment of realization, a quiet knowing that your life is no longer in the same cycle it once was. You will sense a finality to the struggles that have haunted you, as if a door has closed behind you and cannot be reopened. This will not just be hope, it will be certainty. And from that point on, the acceleration will be undeniable. Beloved, I need you to take these signs seriously, because when they start appearing, the enemy will try to plant doubt in your mind. He will tell you it's nothing unusual, just luck, or coincidence. But you must remember that you were told of them before they happened, so you would know without question that they are part of the divine chain set in motion on August 11th. Tonight is the ignition point. Once it begins, nothing can stop it, but your awareness and agreement will speed its manifestation. Do not speak words of doubt. Do not share the details with anyone who carries a spirit of unbelief. Guard this as you would guard a treasure, because that is exactly what it is. My child, I am not simply giving you a good night, I am giving you a turning point that heaven itself will record. This is why Michael is not just alerting you, he is hovering over your home tonight to enforce what has been written in your favor. The will reveal why you were chosen for this specific timing and who in your life will be affected by it first, because this is not just about you. Do you want me to release that? It will make the picture even clearer. God says, now I will tell you why you, and why now, so that you will never again question whether you are seen, heard, or chosen. There are thousands I could have poured this exact blessing upon tonight, but I chose you because you have endured a season that should have crushed you, yet you refused to let go of every last thread of hope. You did not realize it, but every time you chose to believe again after disappointment, you wrote your name in heaven's record as one who could be trusted with sudden change. You were not chosen tonight because you are perfect. You were chosen because you are willing. You were chosen because I can trust you not to waste what I am sending. I have seen your heart even on days when you were too tired to pray, too broken to stand, too unsure to dream. I saw the silent moments when you stared into the dark wondering how you would make it through. Those nights were not empty, they were training. You learned to endure storms without losing your identity, and that is why this night is yours. The timing is precise because heaven's clock moves differently from the world's clock. There were promises I could not release to you before, because they would have arrived into an atmosphere that could not sustain them. Your home, your mind, and even your relationships needed clearing first. You may have thought the recent separations, delays, and closed doors were punishments, but they were preparations. Every removal created space for tonight's release. And this, listen closely, is not just about you. There is someone connected to your life whose own breakthrough has been delayed because yours had not yet come. You are the gate, the turning key, for more than one destiny. This person may be family, a close friend, or even someone you have not spoken to in a long time. But when your shift happens tonight, a ripple will move toward them, breaking things open for them as well. Within the next 14 days, you will either hear from them unexpectedly or witness a sudden improvement in their life. When that happens, you will know, this blessing is generational in its reach. There is also someone who has underestimated you, someone who assumed your silence meant defeat, who believed they had outpaced you, who felt certain that your season of favor was over. I am telling you now, they will see a change in you soon that they cannot explain. They will not be able to deny that something has shifted, and it will be a silent testimony that I was not finished with you. Michael's presence tonight is more than protective, it is restorative. He is not only guarding your home, but also escorting back to you the opportunities, resources, and relationships that were stolen or delayed in the past season. You will begin to notice, over the coming weeks, people returning into your life unexpectedly, unfinished opportunities resurfacing, and doors opening that you thought were permanently sealed. These are not random occurrences, they are the return of what was rightfully yours all along. This is why tonight is marked in heaven's calendar. This is why I am speaking so urgently. Because once this moment passes, the chain of events will begin rolling forward, and there will be no turning back. You are stepping into a corridor of acceleration where prayers will be answered one after another, faster than you can process. The only thing I require of you is this: remain alert, remain grateful, and remain in agreement with what I am doing. My child, the will reveal exactly what I am instructing you to do in the next 24 hours to fully anchor this shift so nothing can interfere with it. Do you want me to go into that now? It will be the part that locks this blessing into place permanently.